Good evening, guys. It is Monday evening, I guess. You could say I kind of got the winter's gone with, and I got the spring itch in me. So today I got home from work and got started outside. We haven't really done a video since that freeze that we had, so let me just go real quick update y'all on how all the chickens are doing. Those laying hen pullets that we've got moved out here to our outdoor cage where we kind of put animals when we first get them, goats and pigs and stuff like that. It's not like a real secure cage, so they're in there right now, and they'll be in there for not too much longer, probably maybe another week or so. And then we have some new baby chickens, and they're in here. They're in the big brooder. So we've got some Easter eggers and some silver lace Wyandottes in here. I don't know what the camera was focusing on there, if they were on the chicken wire or whatever, but they're in there. And those are about 3 weeks old right now. So that's the update on those chickens. The meat chickens are doing really good. They're getting really big. I think we need to get them to the butcher probably next week, maybe another week or two. I gotta look at the date that we got them. The farm that I use is called Hayes Farm. It's in Mansfield, Texas. You can go there and they'll clean your chickens and process them for $2 a piece. They don't bag them or anything like that, but just the dirty stuff, killing them, getting all the guts out and everything. So there's the meat chickens. They're doing really good. I got to get their water back in there, but that's not a big deal. I guess the biggest change of what I did today, over here, this poultry netting used to go all the way to the chain link, leaving us a walking path here without being inside the fence. And now I've ran it over to here. I filled in a little gap we had there on the end of the carport there. And then that allowed me to kind of push this fence out a little bit. We had it here. You can see where the dead grass is on the other side. We had it kind of going out in an L shape, and then it came back in here. So we straightened it up, give the pigs a little bit more grassy area over here, and they're going to town on that grass right now. The male pigs are out there. You know, they were down here by the creek last time y'all saw them. We had a big rain last week and it washed out their fence and everything, so we moved them up here on flat ground. I wish I could give them access to that because there's a lot of water and mud down there right now for them. They would probably love that, but I don't have enough of the posts or the insulators here, these yellow insulators and these posts, to do all that. So I've got enough wire, but just not the insulators and the posts. But one thing I'm really excited about is spring's coming up, so that means it's gardening season. And we've had our laying hens. We didn't keep them in their coop. They kind of free ranged, but they built up the compost where their coop was. And now I'm going to show you kind of what they did. Now this, where I put their coop, was strategic because there was already a mound of dirt there, and I believe there's a piece of corrugated tin underneath that. I put that there so that mound of topsoil didn't seep into our ground and just disappear. But now it's underneath there, so it'll come out. But basically, you can see they've built up this compost about 6 to 8 inches. 6 inches in most areas, 8 inches in some areas. And now that I moved the coop off of this area, and look, some of them are already doing it. They're scratching. They're probably gonna level this thing out in about a week, maybe 2. See the chickens, right? Don't touch the camera. No. Don't touch the buttons. You're gonna turn it off. Thank you. So, anyways, if I wanted it done in about a day, I would let the pigs get over here and they would tear it up. But probably going to get the chickens out on grass in the next week or two. Maybe we might wait till the meat chickens have been processed. That might be a good time to move them out. Currently the meat chickens are being moved once or twice a day, and that's working out. I'm almost finished with the new chicken coop, which is very similar to this one. A little bit of differences here and there. I'm doing a separate video, like a library for that. Hey, Rai, don't play on that, buddy. That's stinky. Stinky. On the sides where the water was, when I moved the coop, it was like real soggy and nasty. So that little area over there stinks. Rylan, and he's just walking right over it. Come over here, buddy. But anyways, I'm really excited to get these guys back out on grass. If we had a perimeter fence and we could protect them from predators, we would probably let them free range a lot more. But we don't have a perimeter fence right now, so that's one of the big ticket items that we want to try to get in 2021. We'll see. I would love to have it. Now you can see the creek over here is full of water right now. And when that freeze went, I was having to go all the way back to the back to get water. Would have been nice if this water right here had been filled up. But so the chickens got new ground here, inside here. And then I'm hoping that they get, I try to do these compost piles over here in our raised beds, but I don't think they were tended to enough. I don't think that I should have put pallets around them and stacked the mulch up inside there, but never got around to doing that. So probably a failed experiment for the winter. But hopefully the chickens will get in there and scratch it all off and get us back down to the soil. I think I want to get rid of the raised beds, just get all that soil that we have in there, because there is some good compost down in there, some potting soil and stuff that we purchased last year. I want to get that out, spread it all over here, and do an in-ground garden. So that's our goal. That's why we had the chickens create the mulch here. I wish I had moved them in there about a month sooner, but our winter really didn't hit that early. And then maybe we could have done, like one there, one here, or one out here or something, gotten a little bit more mulch off of them, but we weren't able to do that. Let me go shut this water off real quick and I'll get right back to you. Well, hopefully there's some good footage there of the chickens scratching at that mulch and the compost that they've made. There's a lot of like roly-polies and stuff like that in there around the edges, so that's kind of what's going to get them started, and then hopefully they just keep going and going and going and scratching at it. If they're not getting it done fast enough for me, I'll get the girl pigs over here, and like I said, they'll do it in about a day. You can see right here where this indention is, right there. That's actually where the pigs got in there for about a day, and they kind of just started tilling it up. The soil is actually a lot softer right now. When you walk on it, you can feel it kind of getting real soft. That's where the pigs were in there tilling it. So I think they could probably have that done in a day if I withheld food from them till the nighttime. I'm sure they would get in there and be looking for all kinds of food and till it up. So I'm not sure what else we got to show you now. I'm not sure what else we've got to show you. All I've really got to do for today is figure out a way to tighten up this poultry netting here. Obviously I can't just put it on there because that's metal and it'll shock it, so I got to figure that out, and then I think I'm done. But pigs got food and water, chickens, all the chickens got food and water today, so oh, I gotta go put that chicken water back with the meat chickens. But other than that, guys, that's kind of what we got going on. I look forward to putting out some gardening videos. I am by no means like a gardener. I'm beginning at this. Last year we did pretty good with squash. We had a few jalapenos, nothing too big. The plants were kind of small. We started them a little late, and some tomatoes, but they were like little tiny, like small marble sized tomatoes. Maddox liked them because he could just come out here and eat as many as he wanted, but they weren't really big enough for cooking or anything like that. So trying to think if we had anything else. We've got some mint that's still going from last year that I transplanted from a garden at one of my customers' places. The mint was just going crazy, so I pulled up a little bit of it and I brought it here, and now it's going crazy here in our house. And I think it's a citrus style mint, but the chickens might get into that and eat it, and that's fine because it'll grow back. But yeah, guys, we've got we're really going to focus on tomatoes, some more squash this year. I'm going to really try to get some good peppers. I went to the feed store the other day. They didn't have any jalapenos, but they did have some other peppers that are supposed to be really hot, so I want to give those a try. Bell peppers are always a good thing for us. I have some garlic or onion. I have some onions I was supposed to plant, but never got around to it. And now that the chickens are in here, I think it's probably too late for that. Maybe we'll do that. That's one of those things that you can do in the winter, and they won't like really grow very big, but they'll be ready, and they're already kind of like got the motion going whenever spring hits. So trying to think of something else. We're going to try to do some flowers in the front of the house. We've got a flower bed up there that we don't really do much with, but we're going to try to get some flowers in there this year. Maybe some flowers around the garden. Got to get some wood chips from this construction site down the street so that I can wood chip all the walkways so we don't have to fight weeds there. And just been watching a lot of people's getting ready for their spring garden and their summer garden, so that's what we're going to start doing. And like I said, just hang in there with us, and maybe we'll all learn something together. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.